This video is brought to you by John Robson Guitar Tuition. If you enjoy the content, please consider supporting the channel by enrolling on a course, purchasing some guitar lessons or a t-shirt, or you can join my Patreon. Now, on with the show. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. Well, I finally got round to it and downloaded the Scuffham S-Gear ampsim software. Many thanks to everybody who pointed out the fact that I was being a bit of a numpty in downloading the Mac version of the software without realising and wondering why it wouldn't play nice with my Windows 10 PC. Yes, pilot error on that score. Hold me hands up to that one. So thanks for pointing that out, folks. Anyway, let's take a look at what you get with the software, what sort of stuff it does, and more importantly, how it sounds. Okay then, so let's take a look at the amps that you get. You get this one, the Custom 57, which, as you can probably tell, is like a 50s tweed-covered Fender-style amp. And then we move on to the Wayfarer. Now, given that many of the patches that involve this particular amp model are labelled as Mark 1 this, or Mark 4 that, or Mark 3 something else, then it's pretty obvious that this is a Boogie amp model, Mesa Boogie. The Duke is another amp here, and this one, as you can see, is based upon the Robin Ford guitar tone. So given that Robin is well known for using the Dumble Overdrive Special, I think that's where we're probably going to expect the tone of this one to be somewhere close to. The Steeler is another one, and dearie me, an amp covered in black leatherette vinyl with a gold control panel. I wonder what that could be aiming to sound like. Obviously Marshall. And finally then we have the Jackal, which is based upon the Soldano SLO 100, I think it was. Basically the big kind of high gain amp that was the favourite of many an 80s shredder. What else do you get? Well, you also get some effects, and this is I love the way the effects are just kind of so simply grouped. You get the mod thing, which is where all of your choruses and flanges live. The room thing, which is where all your reverbs live. And the delay thing, which is where all of your delays live, which is, you know, beautifully simple way of finding the effect that you want without having to jump through a lot of hoops. What else do you get? Well, you get something called the Pro Convolver, which in the olden days is what we used to call a cab simulator. And what I like about this is that it's basically using Redwire's impulse responses. Redwire's IRs, because they were the first ones that I tried when I started getting into this whole world, and I use a couple of them very regularly alongside the Blue Cat free amp for my kind of just everyday daily driver sort of tone, if you like, and very happy with them as well. So there's a familiarity to the sounds with that this Pro Convolver delivers in terms of cab simulations. So that's what you get in the Scuffham S-Gear software. Now let's take a listen to some of the sounds. Basically, as you saw, there are 5 amplifiers. This one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. And what we've got are 10 sounds, 2 from each of these different amp models. Here they all are. Well, I've got to tell you, I'm pretty impressed with all of that. You know, any software like this stands or falls on the strength and the quality of the sounds that it produces. And I've got to tell you, I can see why so many of you have been recommending this software to me. It does, you know, kind of sound really rather good, I think. Burning question is, though, is it good enough for me to shell out, I think it's $129 to buy it? And if I didn't already have alternatives to this, then yes, probably. But let me tell you why I prefer Guitar Rig, because, you know, I already have Guitar Rig. I don't know about you, but whenever I load any of these kind of standalone kind of things that work outside of a digital audio workstation, outside of like Reaper or something like that, if I just want to jam along with a backing track, this happens with Bias Amp and it happens with Guitar Rig. Those are the two other sort of standalones that I've got. Then all other audio functions on the PC just go, no, we're not playing today, we're not coming out to play, and basically you can't play a jam track along with it to kind of jam along with, so you've got to kind of load it into Reaper and do it that way. Whereas Guitar Rig, you can load a jam track into Guitar Rig and jam along with it, and you can record yourself doing it if you so wish. So, you know, kind of Guitar Rig has that little bit of an edge on it for me, and I already own Guitar Rig, and I'm quite happy with the sounds in that. The sounds in the Scuffham S-Gear are absolutely fantastic and are at least as good as the sounds in Guitar Rig, but I just like that extra functionality that you get with Guitar Rig. I've got to tell you, I am really impressed with how intuitive and easy to use the S-Gear thing is. You just have 5 basic amps and 3 basic effects, and from that you can create a multitude of sounds, but it's all done in a kind of intuitive, easy to understand and easy to get to grips with way. So, and I don't think the price is too exorbitant either. So, as I say, if I didn't already have alternatives to this, then this would be a strong contender. But for me, I think I'm going to stick with Guitar Rig. So there you go, folks. That is what conclusions I've come to on the Scuffham S-Gear ampsim software. Let me know what you think, and if you've enjoyed the video, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you haven't already done so, and why not give me a like while you're at it. If you want to support the channel, all the links are in the description down below, including this new thing that I've got going called the Jam Bundle, which is all of, well, not all of them, but a bunch of the Saturday morning jams that I tend to do, all tabbed out, transcribed, you know, jam tracks, little mini lessons that go along with them. There's a dozen of them, and it's only 25 quid, and as I say, the link is in the description. If you want to be Patreon supporters, don't bother, because you've already got access to this sort of stuff on Patreon anyway. But if you are maybe not wanting the regular commitment of a Patreon subscription every month, and you just want to make a one-off purchase, then this might be for you. So thank you in advance if you're thinking of supporting the channel in that or any other way, and thank you very much indeed if you already are. Much appreciated. I'm truly grateful. I'll just say, don't forget the live stream on Friday, 5 PM UK time. We have a live stream. It's just all about sitting around and having a beer and a chat and just talking guitars and stuff. A great way to kick off the weekend. I'd love to see many of you there. So with that, I'll bid you all good day and say thank you so much for your time. Thank you for watching. I look forward to seeing you all again next time around. Look after yourselves, folks. Stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay sane. Bye for now.